that got all that fence out of the way, and it ain't going to bother anybody right there. And I think what I'm going to do is just assemble a very quick little shelf over the top of that, and then throw all these engine stands up on here. I was mentioning these things earlier. They are hard to store. They get in the way. It's nice to have them when you need them, but when you don't need them, they just take up space. And you know, I could build a little shelf right on top of that fence thing, throw them up there. They'd be permanently out of the way. Yeah, I like that idea. Okay, so there's one engine stand out of the way. It's that thing's really quite the space eater. It's heavy, as it would have to be to hold up an engine, and it just takes up an awful lot of space, and it's awkward, and there's no real good place to put it. But it's pretty out of the way right there. I don't know what else that space would be used for, or could be used for. Like, obviously I could stack all kind of junk in there. I got another one out back, and I'm wondering if I could hang the other one up there too. Maybe hang it off the wall or something. I'll go get it and we'll look at it and we'll think about it and go from there. Well, because of the difference in the way they're made, I was able to get both those engine stands up there. One has two wheels on the front, one has one, and the one with one, the top bar just kind of goes over the back bar, and the wheel sits up in there, and so the two of them just sit up there like they're spooning. Nothing wrong with that. I got some stuff that, like this. This is a kind of a homemade Volkswagen engine stand. It didn't work all that well. I got about a half a mind to take cutting torch and cut it apart. It's got some real good wheels on it, and it's got that part right up here which basically holds a part that bolts to the back of a Volkswagen flywheel, but it doesn't work very well. I put it all up together, put an engine on there, and it felt a little flimsy. Of course, I had a really heavy engine on it, so I don't know, if I could get it out of the way, I wouldn't mind saving it. And it may be one of those things that I could hang up in the ceiling over here and just leave it as it is until later. I had this little shelf. This is like a stainless steel hospital shelf. It has wheels that go on it, but I stuck it back up in there just because it fit. It seemed like a good place to get it out of the way. Maybe I can set a couple of things on that. I got an old tire changer, manual type tire changer, and that might, if I make this shelf strong enough, that might actually sit on top of that shelf right up in there. So especially if I take that big piece of metal off the bottom of it, so I might do that. If I had those three things out of the way, oh, that would be pretty honking. Let's see what I can do.